and indoctrinating more young men, future young men in the process watching this, normalizing it. Yeah, I think it is normal. And then I go out on a date and, well, I got hit on by a gay guy, but it's not okay to say no. I feel uncomfortable, but it's like the thing to do. I saw it on YouTube. I see it all over the culture. It's all over Hollywood. Am I a bigot? Is something wrong with me? That's called indoctrinating. That's brainwashing going on. All right, dude. Straight Men Are Under Attack by Sydney Watson. She's a badass creator. I love her stuff.
Like I think like 5 seconds minimum, and then like a bit of tongue as well.
I'm about to make so many of you so uncomfortable, but you asked for this, so... that I saw some months back that just... I had a lot of questions, but I wasn't entirely sure how to go about this because it's a weird topic. But I polled you guys on Instagram over the weekend, and for some reason this is what you wanted to see, so you can only really blame yourselves at this stage. And I don't know about the rest of you and how you're interpreting some of the things that we're seeing in media and entertainment and on social media and with celebrities and whatnot, but I've noticed a trend lately, a lot of late, where I'm seeing articles and types of content all over the internet where straight men are doing non-straight things and still being told that they're straight. Actually, an article was circulating very recently that made the claim that straight men were using dating apps to hook up with other men. It even noted that the author...
Bro, what? If you're using apps to hook up with other dudes, you're not straight. That's called bi or just gay. What? What, dude? All right. Mason, thanks, brother. Just saying hello from Japan. Love your channel, doing God's work for real. Man, I need to visit Japan, dude. Mount Fuji time. I want to chill in those natural pools with those mountain monkeys in the snow.
His friend was actually sleeping with a straight man. I don't know about that.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
When I asked if there were many straight men on Scruff, which I guess is a dating app, he said, oh yes, heaps. I ventured further and asked how many straight guys he slept with, and after a little pondering, he said, oh, about 10. He went further and said that most of them had wives or girlfriends, but they were just super curious, and it was fairly common for him and his friends to hook up with guys who called themselves straight. I can very confidently say, as a straight, that I don't think that's how that works. Now, I am a believer that heterosexuality is not nuanced. Either you like one set of anatomy or you like the other kind of anatomy, and in fact, if you like both kinds of anatomy, then you're probably something other than straight. It's like when people make stupid claims like, all women are a little bit bi. We're not, though. We're not. Some of us just purely like dudes. Some of us are very into the walking beard hairs. It's very nice.
They're nice.
But anyway, I've noticed almost a social trend where it seems that a lot of the commentary that we're being exposed to is specifically going after men and trying to overcome the straightness, so to speak, of their heterosexuality. You see this a lot when it comes to discussions around being attracted to and dating trans people, that if you're not attracted to specific kinds of anatomy, then...
yeah, you're a phobic. I was reading articles about that one. It's absolutely nutty to think about. To have preferences as a man and say you don't want to date a dude, whether he identifies as whatever he wants or not, you're a bigot. You're the toxic one. You have a problem. They're trying to shame you into dating a dude.
You are transphobic. But like I also mentioned, similarly to the article that I just showed you, there's a lot of content like this out there floating around the internet, and I come across it a lot. I found this video a while ago called Straight Men Kiss Other Straight Men for the First Time, and boy oh boy did I get some hardcore secondhand discomfort watching this. Because I have questions about this sort of content. That which concerns putting straight men in these positions in the spotlight and then having them do things they probably wouldn't normally do.
I feel like I can start kissing the homies. Let them know that they're truly loved.
Yeah.
Despite what the internet might tell you, the homies don't kiss the homies. Unless the homie is a girl, then maybe there's some kissing. But before we get any deeper into this video, because I regret to inform you, you're already on the Hell Gondola. Let's hear from
Brian, thanks, brother. Don't forget that the Transformers that don't say they are. It's an evil world we live in, bruh. NPC music. Yep. And we've covered an article where somebody lost their life by not telling the man what the truth was. Finds out last moment in the bedroom. Gets in a fit of rage. And it's lights out permanently.
today's sponsor, Kamikoto Knives. Do you ever try to cut your food with options from which to choose, including knife set knives? They even act ready to abandon. And don't forget to use code SIM, who are first get introduced to all these men, who are so obviously...
Bro, this is man. I'm sorry, dude. But the state of masculinity is in such dire straits that they can't put a bunch of so-called sus men on here and get them to kiss and do all this feminine shit. And indoctrinating more young men, future young men in the process watching this, normalizing it. Yeah, I think it is normal. And then I go out on a date and, well, I got hit on by a gay guy, but it's not okay to say no. I feel uncomfortable, but it's like the thing to do. I saw it on YouTube. I see it all over the culture. It's all over Hollywood. Am I a bigot? Is something wrong with me? That's called indoctrinating. That's brainwashing going on. Thank you so much, Anthony. Appreciate you, brother. You walked into hell, dude.
Californian. And by Californian, I mean gay. Every time I watch this video, I am reminded of the fact that I feel like some of the men in obviously California $8 off any purchase. So we first get introduced to all these men who are so obviously Californian. And by Californian, I mean gay. Every time I watch this video, I am reminded of the fact that I feel like some of the men in this mix aren't actually straight. Because like I said, I do feel like attraction, insofar as who you want to do the devil's tango with, is fairly straightforward. Because if it wasn't, then the argument from the other side of the aisle that says that sexual attraction has nothing to do with anatomy would be more or less correct. But anyway, you have these guys answering questions about being straight and giving answers like this.
When did you know you were straight?
I think I still ask myself every once in a while, but, you know, I think it probably came to a pretty firm decision on that as, like, a teenager.
Have you ever questioned your sexuality?
At one point, I had to have been like 11 or 12. And just a dude was super cool to me. I was like, whoa. He kind of treated me like a partner. I was like, that's kind of dope.
This guy is especially excited about this experiment as this video goes on. Let me tell you.
I'm Ray. Nice to meet you. Jesse.
Knee.
Knee?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
When presented with the idea, my body reacted very reflexively with a great deal of discomfort. I don't respect that part of me.
Which is what?
Internalized prejudice.
Something I'll also add, and I think it's pretty true of
emotional damage.
Internalized prejudice.
Oh my God!
With a great deal of discomfort. I don't respect that part of me.
Which is what?
Internalized prejudice.
something I'll also
Holy shit, dude. I got a lot of work to do. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to retire. Nope. Nope, dude, this is a battle till my last breath. They are churning them out.
add, and I think it's pretty true of these kind of videos specifically, is that I don't like that when a man expresses that he doesn't have interest in the same sex, or he sort of recoils at the thought of being intimate and physical with the same sex, that's painted as wrong. I have a real issue with that. I don't like that that's becoming a common theme that we're experiencing societally. And honestly, I kind of want to know why this is becoming a thing. It's like we've sort of pushed people to a point where we're saying, if you're gay, then you're gay and you don't have to be attracted to the opposite sex. But if you're straight, then there's something wrong with you for rejecting attraction to the same sex. I have questions.
Oftentimes, guys
Thanks,
kissing
Alan.
is very taboo, especially when compared to straight women kissing. It's important to try to break that down in certain ways.
This guy is so... I think part of the reason why they say things like this is because they're so obviously Californian. Like, if you were picking someone out from Texas and then asking them the same questions, your answers would be completely different. You'd be like, I want you to put your mouth on this other man's mouth, and they'd be like, but that's gay. Maybe this is just my assessment, but this narrative around women is actually pretty funny to me because I feel like a lot of the time when straight women hook up or make out with other straight women, they're doing that for the approval of men and to impress the men around them who
Thanks,
they
K-Fun.
actually want to have sexual relations with. It's just... I just find that very ironic that we make this out to be like, oh, look, women are so fluid in their sexuality. But no, they're trying to impress the dudes who they want to do the horizontal monster mash with. Get it right, my friends.
You haven't kissed a guy either?
I have not kissed a guy either.
It low-key is a comfort zone. You gotta step out the box.
Yeah.
So here I am, way out the box.
No.
Oh my God!
The look on his face. What I get myself into, bro.
Bruh.
He said, I'm really about to internalize this hate right now.
What are you hoping to get from it?
I don't know. Maybe just answer some questions that have been in the back of my mind. What if I talked to that dude when I was 11 or 12 years old? Who knows? Maybe this will answer something.
Okay.
And the title is They Ask Straight Men to Kiss. I'm getting fruit cup straight up from that guy. Maximus, thanks, brother. There can't be that many guys who think this way because the movie Bros bombed hard.
Perfect.
Indeed. Send the asteroid, please. F like a C, just end it, please. Ryan, we can't give up, dude. You got a baby too. We got to create the next generation of men, okay? Or at least save as many as we can. These woke loonies on the left will remove themselves from the human gene pool shortly. They already don't want to have kids. They're already awkward. They don't want relationships. They're already down with the patriarchy and traditionalism and all that stuff. They will eradicate themselves. We just have to survive a few generations. We can do this.
I don't feel like you're stepping out of the box if you're actually there to answer your questions. Stepping out of the box would be for a man who is inherently not attracted to other men, has zero interest in them, and to put him in a position like this, to interact with other men like this, that would be 1,000% out of his comfort zone.
So you two are willing to cheat on camera?
I have acquired the permission of my partner.
Yeah, I got permission as well.
Is there a physical compliment you can give each other right now?
He's quite handsome. I like his outfit.
Yeah, dude.
Talk about what you're comfortable with. Do you want to do like a sustained peck as the first kiss?
Okay.
Are you okay with me touching your face or your head?
You?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, where do girls put their hands usually?
I think. What if we like do the same motion so there's like kind of symmetry to that?
Want to do no tongue first one, tongue second one?
Right. Okay, I think that's good.
I like that they're planning out how to go about making out with each other, and you can tell the ones that are like, okay, we're gonna use tongue, we're gonna...
Okay, Funds, thanks, brother. You helped turn my life around. I forgot who I was, and you helped me find him again. We're here to help. Guys push each other further than you ever thought possible. God bless you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Happy to hear that I'm helping. It's tremendous. It means a lot, and I hope to see many more of you making transformations. If you haven't, join the Discord and get on the Spartan Challenge, guys. It'll change your life. We're not skipping the uncomfortable parts, boys.
this is gonna be part of it. And you can tell who's actually straight in this because they're like, no thank you! Now, because I am a decent person, I'm going to warn you guys that this video gets really weird really fast. And I think that is for a multitude of reasons, but one of them being the slow-mo kissing that you would normally be seeing that I won't show you, but there are a couple parts that I think you should watch. Like, this is how I imagine two straight men kiss each other, and this is not.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, please no. Heterosexuality, not even once.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's fist pound after a kiss. That's couldn't be any more straight.
Guys, we're so straight. We just fist bumped after we made out. We're just so incredibly straight. No one is more straight than us. Now, what's really funny about this is that BuzzFeed actually made quite a similar video about 7 years ago before things, became what they are today. And if you compare the two, the cut version, the one that you just watched part of, feels extremely creepy. Like, it is extremely creepy. And you could argue that the BuzzFeed one was more lighthearted and fun, which personally I thought it was. And it picked men who, at least to me, seem to be legitimately attracted exclusively to women. And they're making a joke out of it, which feels even less creepy and weird. Now, I also want to point out another video that Cut made that's about straight men rating the attractiveness of other men. Now, I just want to highlight there is nothing inherently wrong with appreciating somebody else, whether that's for their dress or their style or their personality or whatever, regardless of your sex. But once again, the way that they executed this video is just, in some parts, incredibly creepy. And once again, it is forcing men, straight men, into these interactions that are clearly and
predatory. Theodore Anderson, thanks brother for the 20. How to get over an ex you vetted as wife stock 6 months ago. Was an over 7-year relationship, don't have trouble getting women, but dating market in the US is abysmal. 6 figures, decent shape, smart, educated with a master's. Oh man, you're prime time for passport bro and get up. You don't have to settle, dude. If the water's polluted where you live, go fish in cleaner waters. There's a big world out there. You have to expand your mind, okay? Your options span the globe. Don't think you're limited to your town only. I don't know if you're trapped by your job, or if you can work remotely from home, something of that nature, or just go traveling, brother. Take a month off, whatever you can muster, 2 weeks, go on vacation to another country. See the difference in culture. See the difference in how women treat men overseas. You're going to be floored. You're going to forget about the whole ex that you wasted 7 years on. I know it's painful, bro, and it's fresh. Understand that you're undergoing the sunk cost fallacy where you spent so much time and you think it's for a waste, but try to look at it in a positive manner that it was a growth period. You learned what you had to from her, and now you're moving on. You don't regret anything. It was great, in where you're arriving in life is where you should be. Don't start saying things like, I'm going to miss this person. I'm not complete without this person. You don't need to be saying any of that shit. You're more complete now than you've ever been. And she was just a person that was a part of a certain amount of chapters in your life, and now you're moving on. And that's all it is to it. It's a positive thing. You're growing. And now you're going to go out and expand in the world and explore. It's not a problem. Unless you think it is. Damien Boggle, thanks, brother. Jesus, please take the wheel. This car named Western Civilization is about to crash. No airbags. Love you, dude. Thanks for the 100. And his culture has degraded in the West here.
Obviously uncomfortable for them. But woo, they're exploring their sexuality. Hooray! This video is pretty innocuous for the most part. The men seem to actually be having a fun time, but the producer shouts things that I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this?
Ask him what character is he most attracted to?
Hey, that was my next question actually. What anime you watch?
I watch a lot. I've been watching anime since I was a kid.
That's great. Who are you attracted to? Ask him to give you his best model pose.
Get on the catwalk and no, damn. Oh, saucy. Damn. Oh!
Ask Greg, do you think I look kissable?
Greg, do you think I look kissable?
Well, I would not because I'm straight.
Okay, fair.
But if I was not, absolutely. I think you're a great looking guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Likewise.
You think I look kissable?
Greg looks kissable. Yeah, absolutely.
Positive. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I will be honest, I don't even know how to end this video. I don't even know how to close this out because in a way I do feel like my overall thoughts are probably more appropriate for a deep dive. But I will say there is something very creepy to me about this kind of content, especially what Cut put out into the world. And I honestly don't like that this type of thing is being pushed on straight dudes. Everybody else wants their attractions and their sexualities to be respected. Well, that also extends to straight men as well. They don't have to explore their sexuality if they don't want to. They don't have to participate in weird experiments where you make them do and say things that make them uncomfortable. Just let the lads be straight, and that's all. And if all of that makes me transphobic or homophobic or whatever, well, so be it. Now, before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder to check out Chemi Coder Knives using the link in the description. They're having a straight. Do you think that gender and attraction is in fact a spectrum? And what do you generally make of this?
Oh, no. No, it isn't.